afternoon again. I'm Dasha, and I'm the third speaker of the petition team, and I want to start with refuting our opponents, and then I'll rebuttal our arguments. So I want to start with their ladder of human psyche, of human development, and firstly, human psychic, said our speaker, in his points, human psychic doesn't work like this. It is much harder, and there are more than kindergarten, then school, then university, then work. In addition, I want to say a couple of words about learning in the university. If you want, working in the university. If you want to work in the university, you have a special type of learning, which is distant learning, or in Russian, заочное обучение, when you can study and work at the same time. And I believe that it is not hard to switch to this type of learning if you really want to work in your university.
Point, please.
Yes.
So, do you know any examples of school of distant learning?
Yes. Literally any university. School? But you said that, I'm sorry, I'm referring to your point when you said about working in a university, but I cannot understand how this connects to schools. I'm talking about university and working and compare, Okay, let me continue, please. And our opponents also said about works with a free vocational graphic, and I want to say that in real world, not fantastic world, it doesn't work like this, because like our opponent said, the main thing your employer wants from you is a profit, and that's why he or she, your employer, won't give you a free vocational graphic, because he needs money from you. He needs you to earn money, and when you have 3 months there, 2 months there, and this is month of your vacation, you won't have any profit.
Point, please.
Yes.
Look at this. Here is changeable graphic, and its side, jogger touch door. What do you will say about this?
How many people do you know that work on that found a work on this site and are earning, it is said here, 80,000 rubles for being a lawyer? I'm so sorry. And I want to give an example with McDonald's. It is a very good example, I know. McDonald's employers say that you will have a free vocational graphic, and you will choose the days you rest, you will choose the day you work, but you go to McDonald's and they say no, you must work this day, this day, this day, this day, and you must rest only this day or this day. You cannot choose. And that is because they want profit from you. It is not profitable. It is not profitable for them to give you rest on any day you want. And that's why this jobs doesn't work like this. And also, I want to say about our opponent's argument about teachers' rest. So we nowadays have 3 months rest, and as our opponent said, teachers are resting like students. But we will forget that it is not real. They also work. They have some paper job, and it is not rest. But let's move to our opponent's world. Yes.
So you say that teachers don't have a rest at summer at all?
Teachers have a rest in summer at all, but only when they are done with this paper job and they don't have as much rest as you suppose. You must Google it, like, before convincing something about it. So I want to also say about our opponent said that school is a prison for you when you are in school in summer, but we think that school is more like a prison when you are studying here for 5 months without like any vacation, not including like a weekend. And
Wait, please.
yes.
But we already have vacations from time to time, like a week in a month, a week in a 1 week in a season, for example. And in a winter, even more.
Yes, and between these vacations we have 3 or 5 or even maybe 6 months in some schools of studying. And we think, our opponent said earlier that it is too easy for people to get done with the subjects they don't understand, they have problems with, when we have like this school system where you study like a 5 or 3 or 4 months completely with no rest at all. And now we see that it is more difficult for people because in the end of this studying time, there is always like a small vacation, but before this vacation, you must work hard to get a good mark for this period when you study. And from like, I think every one of you who are students always get done with these subjects that you are bad in before vacations. And we think that it is more like hard for pupils. And in our system, you won't go from a 3-month vacation and say, oh my God, I have a 5 months, I will study. You will go from a 2-week vacation. You will say like, hey, I'm studying just 2 months, and then I have a week of vacation, and I can do anything you want. And also, we truly believe that people, of what our opponents speak, like people who are doing some hobbies in their summertime, in their vacations, will do it on our small vacations with 2 weeks or 1 week. Because if there is a will, there is a way. Some people can study like on weekends also. We don't get weekends away from you. You have weekends also. You can do hobbies, you can do anything you want. And in addition to this, you will have 2 weeks or a week vacation. And I think that is all I wanted to say. Thank you very much.